Yes, hi friends. In this session, we are discussing heapsat program with the help of C language, right? In previous sessions, we are already discussing how to construct a heap tree and how to sort all the elements using heapsat mechanism, right? So here, based on algorithm concept, I am writing the program for heapsat mechanism, right? So here, first of all, for each and every C programming, we are follow some structure. So based on the structure only, we can write the program. As well as for this program, I am using functions concept. For each and every functions concept, compulsory you have to write three major elements: function declaration, function calling, function definition. So function definition represents the actual process of the technique or method, right? So here, first of all, I am writing the linking section. So in linking section, compulsory we are writing two header files. Hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, right? So after writing linking sections, then we are writing global declaration part as well as function declaration. So in this program, I am using two functions. One function is for heapsat function, one function is for max heap tree construction, right? So here, for input output operation purpose, we are using stdio.h. For clear input output operations purpose, we are using conio.h, right? So then I am creating functions void. So first of all, here I am writing one function, that is heapsat along with two arguments, that is array name and number of elements into the array. So here we are passing two arguments in heapsat mechanism. So in this function I am writing a procedure for replacing the root node to last node, as well as check after insertion whether the tree follows the max heap tree property or not. For that purpose, here I am creating this function, right? Then I am creating one more user defined function, that is void max heap. So this function is written for max heap tree construction. So max heap tree, what is the property of max heap tree? Parent node is always greater than children node. For that purpose, here I am writing one function, that is max heap function. So in max heap function, array name, number of elements into the array, as well as for I parameter. So here we are also using one more parameter in max heap, that is I. So for that purpose, here I am writing one more integer. I is also integer variable, so that's why I am writing int, right? So these are the two function declarations. Then I am writing global declaration. So in this program, compulsory we are using one array, n value, number of elements into the array, as well as looping purpose is I value, as well as we are using j temp. So swapping purpose we are using temp variable, right? So these are the all variables that are used in the program. More than one function, so that's why all the variables are globally declared, right? So then I am writing main function. Then I am writing main function. So in main function, first of all, I am writing CLR SCR for clear the previous outputs, right? So first of all, we are enter the number of elements into the array. So that can be read with the help of n variable. So enter n value. So here I am reading n value, that can be done with the help of scanf function. This is integer variable, %d, and also specify the address of n variable, right? Then we are entering or reading the number of elements into the array one by one. So that is iteration operation. For that purpose, I am considering the loop, right? So enter array elements. Enter array elements. So same operation is performed repetitively, so that's why I am using loop. So loop starts from 0 to less than n. So for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then I am reading all the values, that is scanf. So reading can be done with the help of scanf. All are the integer variables, so that's why I am specifying percentage d control string and specify the address of a of I variable. So once this condition is failure, the control will be passed to next statement, right? So here I am printing before sorting all the elements. Before sorting all the elements. Before sorting array elements. Array elements are right. So here I am printing all the array elements. That can be done with the help of for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, right? Then here I am printing percentage d slash t. I am printing all the array variables, right? Then once this condition becomes failure, then the control will be passed to out of the loop. So here I am calling one more function, that is heap sort function. Here I am calling heap sort along with its arguments. Heap sort. So array name is A, number of elements in the array n, right? So after calling this function, then the actual procedure is executed in function definition, heap sort function definition. Then the control will be passed to next statement. So after completion of entire process, all the elements are sorted. So that sorted elements are printed with the help of same loop, right? So printf after sorting array elements are same operation is performed repeatedly. For that purpose we are using the loop I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So I am printing all the array elements. Printf percentage d slash t backslash character constant is used to give the horizontal space between elements, right? So I am printing a of I elements. Oh, close. Finally I am writing get ch, right? Then I am writing the function definitions for heap sort. So in heap sort we are calling one more function. What is the function? Max heap function, right? So here then after completion of get ch, then I am writing the function definitions for heap sort as well as max heap, right? So first of all I am writing the function definition for heap sort, right? So first of all here I am writing the function definition for heap sort. So function definition contains two arguments. What are the arguments? Array name as well as number of elements into the array, right? So here I am writing the function definition. Void. What is the function name? Heap sort along with array name int n, right? So here I am writing the function definition. So first of all here in this function definition I am calling, so I am checking one loop. I am checking one loop, that is for I is equal to n by 2 minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, then we can call max heap function. Max heap function along with a comma n comma I, I parameters, right? So this is the function definition for max heap, right? This is the function definition for max heap. So by function definition for heaps are. So here, what is the main purpose of this one? So here, by using this function definition, we can replace the root node with last node, as well as it violates the binary tree it violates the max heap tree property or not, right? So then I am writing the function definition for heaps are. So here, so max heap of a comma n comma I. Then we are checking one more loop for I is equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Then we can swap e of I, e of 0, right? So temp is equal to e of 0, e of 0 is equal to e of 0 is equal to e of I, e of I is equal to temp. E of I is equal to temp. Then call max heap. Again we are calling max heap along with a comma I comma 0. Finally we are closing this loop. So this is the function definition. So this function definition is essentially for root node is replaced with last node, as well as after replacing tree violates the max heap tree property or not, right? So this is the procedure. So these steps are already discussed in previous sessions, that is algorithm as well as example, right? Then I am writing the function definition for max heap. Max heap, while max heap. So what are the parameters? A comma n comma I. So int a, int n, int I. Right now, so then here first of all we can set some values. What are the values? Large. So large is equal to I, comma left is equal to 2 into I plus 1, comma right is equal to 2 into I plus 2. So these steps are already discussed in algorithm as well as tracing, right? So once we can set all the values, we can check some conditions. If left less than n, logical end of a of left greater than a of large, then large value is said to be left. Otherwise, we are checking one more condition. If right less than n, logical end of a of right greater than a of large, then it is said to be large is equal to right. Large is equal to right. Again we are checking one more condition. If large not equal to I, we can swap. So what is the swapping? A of I, A of large. So for that purpose I am using temp is equal to A of I. A of I is equal to A of large. A of large is equal to A of large is equal to temp. Then so after completion of swapping, we are calling max heap function. So call max heap function. So after completion of this swapping, we are calling max heap function. What is the max heap function? Max heap of, so we are calling max heap function in this condition. So max heap function in this condition. So that's why I am not close brace, right? So max heap of ya a comma n comma large. Close brace, close brace. So this is for this one. This closing is for entire this one, right? So this is the procedure. So by using this procedure, we can arrange all the elements in max order, right? So max order. So this is about program. So after completion of entire process, the control will be passed to main function. In main function, we are printing after sorting elements are. That can be done with the help of for loop, right? So this is the program for heap sort mechanism. If you have any doubts regarding to this program, please post your doubts in comment section. Thank you. And one more thing, time complexity for heap sort mechanism is in best case, average case, worst case is order of n log n, order of n log n, as well as order of n log n. So these are the time complexities in terms of best case, average case, worst case. And one more thing, so here in this concept, we are constructing max heap tree. So what is the time complexity for the construction of max heap tree? Order of n. So this is the time complexity for max heap tree construction, right? So thank you.